63. And yeah, Damascus. Went to the diner last night, had a great meal. I'm trying to explain this, it's kind of complicated. So Stick's mom, top secret, got a place for the weekend. And so in our rushing to get here and make sure we were here on time, we ended up here 3 days early. I mean, we really planned on camping last night, so it would have been 2 days early, but then we got so close we couldn't help ourselves, and we plugged our way in. Jeez. But so when we got here, so we had to figure out where to stay, and Damascus is a little tricky for those of you who are on your way. There's a couple hostels and a couple bed and breakfasts and a hotel-ish thing. And it's touristy here, so it's a little pricey. Everything's a little pricey here. So be aware of that. So I did end up making reservations at the Speckled Trout, which is the hotel. We'll see, okay? But I couldn't do same-day reservations, so because we came in yesterday, I mean, we were coming in the same day, it wasn't for tomorrow. Geez, I'm making this confusing. It wasn't for last night, it was for tonight and tomorrow night, and then we'll go with Top Secret. However, so when we got to town, we didn't have a place to stay, and we were gonna have to try to figure it out. And we thought about like hiking back into the woods and camping, but then we ran into Penguin, and she suggested the church. And the church has a hostel behind it over there, and they also allow camping on the premises. So me and Stick just set up our tent and hammock next to the hostel. I don't know if you can see it in the yard there. Which way? I don't know. Somewhere over there. But anyway, and check-in time for the hotel is not till 4 p.m. And this is where it gets real weird. It's all automated. Like, you don't talk to anybody. You can book it online, and they give you like an access code that's only good during check-in time with a welcome book or something. It's really odd. We'll have to go walk down there and check it out. But I did request an earlier check-in time through the automated system too. So they're supposed to send me a message to see if we can get in earlier. But yeah, we're waiting for Optimist and Dr. Quinn to get down. They have about a 5-mile hike. They decided they didn't want to try to push into town last night. But they're on their way. We're gonna all try to have breakfast at the diner together. I got some plans. I want to go to the outfitter. I want to get checked into the hotel and kind of do a shakedown on my bag, see if there's anything else I want to mail home or get rid of. Yeah, kind of like errands day. I don't know if I'm going to do resupply today. I might wait until the weekend to do that. But I definitely want to go look at some gear at the outfitter and kind of walk around town. We got to go to the welcome center, or the ATC center they have here, and go check in, I guess, just update that we've made it this far. So that should be interesting too. I'll try to video some of that. Otherwise, we're definitely going to have to do some slack packing maybe tomorrow or Friday or Saturday or Sunday, because otherwise we just took a Zeke.
Well, that one didn't really turn out good.
Okay, I'll get
Can you get a tattoo?
Do you want to know?
Well, what up, gang? That's twice. Sorry, we watched a video. It's a viral sensation. I don't know if it's TikTok, YouTube, or Facebook Reels or whatever, or Instagram Reels, but it's some guy trying to annoy his wife by pretending he's a social media influencer whenever they go out anywhere. It's hilarious to me. I plan on doing it to Nikki when I get home. We're gonna be like in the middle of Walmart and be like, "What up, gang? We are in Walmart." I think it's hilarious. Anyway, that's the inside joke if you've been wondering what the What Up Gang is. But yeah, it's been a chill day today.
Kind of like say that's what's up, gang.
We've been hanging out at well, we had to wait until 2 until we could get into our hotel room. We stayed at the church last night. I think I said that this morning. Yeah, we're about to get dinner at the diner again. We're waiting for Optimus and Dr. Quinn and Dog Tag.
And if they don't get here in 5 minutes, I'm going inside.
Our hotel room, we noticed that the prices here are pretty expensive, and we knew we were paying a lot for a hotel room here in Damascus, but I gotta say, wow, like it wasn't being overcharged for very little. It was being charged for exactly what it was. Best place I've stayed on the AT yet. No laundry though, so we'll have to figure that out. Day 64, slack pack. So I think I said in the other videos, you got to forgive me. I have like short-term memory loss or something. I might have that backwards too. We got to Damascus like 2 days early. Like Top Secret doesn't get here till tomorrow. So, you know, we can't just sit around and zero for like a week. So we got to do some slack packing. So we zeroed yesterday, didn't do a whole lot except eat and go to the outfitters. And then we got a hotel room instead of staying at the hostel. But today, with Optimus and Dr. Quinn, we're doing an 11.6 mile slack pack from, I think it was Bear Tree Gap or something, back to Damascus. So we're soloing again. It's about 11.6. We'll see what we see. As you can see, there's still Hurricane Helene damage all the way up here past Damascus. Pretty crazy.
So what do we do now?
We run. No. No, we don't need to run.
Huh? Oh yeah, this is fast walk.
I don't know why it just popped in my head, but let's see if anybody knows what this is from. You guys want to see a dead body? Comment and put in the comments if you know what movie that's from.
A smart person, but I know a bridge is long when it's not there.
Well, who moved the bridge?
What?
Here. I mean, for a bridge that's been relocated, it's pretty solid. So, funny story about that side trail where the bridge was messed up. So we were sobering and we ran into somebody we knew, Mosey, and she said not to take the blue trail, to take the regular Appalachian trail because of that bridge being out. And it made me notice something about my far out. I had planned the route today to Sobo from Bear Tree Gap back to Damascus, and it had my route taking the blue route without asking me, you know, like almost like maps, like if it finds a faster route it'll just pick that route. That's what it seemed like. We wanted to go see the bridge anyway. We kind of wanted some adventure, so we took it, but I thought that was weird that my far out, when I planned a route for the Appalachian Trail, it took me down a blue blaze. That was a little faster. I've never noticed it do that before, unless there's something on there that maybe before the section was like unpassable by blowdown, so somebody's got it turned on to take the blue blaze. But I don't know. It was interesting. Let me know if anybody has any insight on that. But yeah, we did about, I think it was like 11 miles today, slack pack. And then, you know, we zeroed yesterday. So basically 3 zeros in Damascus, I'm not gonna lie. But it's gonna be fun. Nice rest. Needed. My feet are in bad shape. And I picked up some new gear. I'll probably talk about it in another video. And tomorrow I'm gonna go to the post office and send a bunch of it back home, or a bunch of my old stuff back home. Yesterday we watched a movie and went to dinner, and then we're in bed by like 8 o'clock, sleeping, catching up on some sleep. I guess we haven't been sleeping well on the trail. So I didn't film a lot yesterday evening, so I'm combining the 2 videos together for yesterday and today. And I don't know what I'm going to do for the other 2 zero days that we're doing here. Probably combine those together too if I don't have a lot going on. But we'll start at, we're gonna do another slack pack, I think Sunday, maybe. And that'll be from White Top Mountain back to Bear Tree Gap. That's the plan anyway for right now. But, you know, plans always change. All right, well, that's it for today. I think we're gonna go to the brewery and get some Mexican food truck. But maybe I'll film a little bit more later. So I'm really bad about doing the MTV Cribs thing when I first roll into a place. So now it looks like shit because me and Stick exploded all over the place, undid the beds and everything. But this is what this is what our place looks like. And the bathroom. That shower is amazing.
There's a rock in my shoe. A little bit of rock in my shoe.
Yep, I just got back from the post office. Had to mail out the boots and my old jacket. Yeah, funny story about the jacket. I don't think I covered it in any of my videos, but when we were at Uncle Johnny's, we were sitting by the fire, and I had told people, like, you know, be careful with some of your synthetic, like, rain gear and stuff, because I think I saw Rescue lose his pants. They like shrunk up like shrink wrap when we had a fire at was it Deep Gap Shelter, and I joked about that. And then one of the times I got up to go to the bathroom, I got in the bathroom at Uncle Johnny's and I was like, man, is something burning in here? And I looked down and my jacket was on fire. So I had a big burn hole in it, and it was an old jacket I had for a while anyway. So I mailed home my jacket. I got my new vest, and then I got rid of my base layer top and some socks because I got new socks. So yeah, it was a really far walk. So if you're staying at the Speckled Trout, you don't have a far walk to the post office. It's right there. New boot goofing. Well, I know it looks like we're hiking again, but really, this is just a top secret mission. Well, we have arrived at the top secret location. And this place is great.
You'll get to see it before we explode it.
Pretty cool. Oh, that's where you can put the hammocks up. And they got a fenced in yard for the dogs. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Really cool. A little bit of a hike up to it, but check out the dig. So we arrived here a little early. Top secret is still en route, but if you look up here, Stick and I have the loft. Has a little seating area, 2 beds, and a balcony so I can smoke. Okay, flies up there. And bless you. Bless you again.
This is your room. The closet. You can bring your packs with you, don't you?
Very cool.
For my shoes.
Home sweet home. So we got to the top secret location early, and now we're just waiting for top secret herself, Grandma, Larry, and Carolyn. So it's gonna be a fun weekend.
Aww.
What up, gang?
What up, gang?
Day 66. Yeah, 66. And we're, me and Stick are on our third zero in Damascus. We are with Top Secret. And we're going to resupply. Probably go to the Outfitters again because Stick wants to get something. And then just hang out. Get to meet Larry today. And then tomorrow we're trying to slack back like 10 or 11 miles. And then Monday morning we are back on the trail. So it'll be a total of 3 zeros. Yeah. Yeah, 3 zeros in Damascus. Nice place to do it though.
Wow. I have like 10,000 right now.
So I'm currently waiting for a Mr. Jonathan Pruitt, who I am good friends with, and we go back to both of our Army days. I think the last time we saw each other was 2012 or 2013, not sure when. But he lives nearby and reached out and said, hey, let's get a beer together. So that is what we are going to do. I am waiting patiently. I lied, I already had a couple beers, but I'm still waiting.
Well, what say now? Yeah, been a minute, hadn't it? So I'm with one of my buddies that I have not laid eyes on in, what, 12 years?
I think 12 or 13.
Yeah. So that's what happens when you join the military and you make good friends with somebody and you're like, oh, you and me have trauma bonded. That's great. All right, I'm never going to see you again. So, but my boy Big Sexy is actually hiking the Appalachian Trail, or as he says it, the Appalachian Trail.
Well, I'm from New Jersey, so.
Yeah.
I'm from New Jersey, so I don't have the Appalachian in me.
He said it right that time, though. But no, so he's actually raising money for the Black River
American Legion.
All right, and I'm going to put a link in that on this TikTok, and we're going to shoot the shit, have a beer, and we'll see y'all in a little bit.
Well, we had a great 0 day visiting with family and friends. And we're sitting here waiting for the rain to come once again. And I think we're going to do a 13-mile slack pack tomorrow. And then Monday, we might actually do another slack pack. We're trying to figure it out, but we always change plans, so to figure it out. So I'm told. Day 67. We are on our way for a 13-mile slack pack. Top Secret is at the helm and driving us up to Elk Garden parking lot, and we're gonna hike backwards Sobo to where we started the other day at Bear Tree Gap. So We have a 13-mile slack pack today, and then I think we're going to do a short one tomorrow for a very special reason. So stay tuned.
You want to see Greensboro? Wait, are we going the right way? Are we?
Buzzard Rock.
Oh my god! She's not even gonna stand up, she's just gonna sit there.
Higher for me. Oh my gosh, okay.
I can see your fear.
Those must be comfortable shoes. I bet you could walk all day in shoes like that and not feel a thing. I wish I had shoes like that.
My feet hurt.
Mom always said there's an awful lot you can tell about a person by their shoes. Where they going, where they been. I've worn lots of shoes. I bet if I think about it real hard, I could remember my first pair of shoes.
Oh my God, cow dogs. Oh, Walter, you would love this. What do you say, Michael?
What's going on? Marco, what's going on?
I don't know. What's going on, Paul?
Wait a minute, who wants to know?
Michael wants to know.
I think we should let Michael know what's going on. Yeah. Marco.
Good night, Michael.
Bombs away!
Bottoms up, man.
Come with us, Michael.
Do you hear something, Stick? Well, we're back at Elk Garden, where we started yesterday for our solo slack pack, and we have a guest hiker for today. And we're going to be going over Mount Rogers. And here is our guest hiker for the day. Gee. So we just passed another hiker who apparently recognized Stick from the YouTube videos on Facebook. And he said, "Oh, you're the one hiking with that crazy guy." I love it. That's awesome.
the man who wakes up next to you. When I go out, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you. If I get drunk, well, I know I'm gonna be the man who gets drunk next to you. And if I haver, yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who's havering.
now that I've collected myself, I stopped crying, and I got to listen to my Proclaimer song at the 500-mile mark and take our pictures. That was the surprise. We had a slack pack today. We got to hike with G, and Top Secret met us at the 500-mile mark. So that's why we took a short day today. Pretty special day.
You're messing up the rock.
Damn it, I'm gonna start again. Well, we got to share this great occasion with not tramily, but family. this area. Kind of reminds me of someplace.
What is this place? I brought you here to bury Alan's cat.
Daddy, is church all right?
Why, Judd?
I have no reason.
Hey, Stick. Pony right by the gate. Well, that is the end of our short slack pack for the day. But tomorrow, we head that way. And we're back on track. Okay, it was a pretty epic day. Let's see what else we can get into today. Oh my God. Help me. Help me. Help me. I'm stuck. Wow, we got the Taj Mahal of privies here. 2 people can be pooping simultaneously in this privy. This privy is not what you would call ultralight. 5 out of 5 would poop here. Hi, Fred. Bill, how's it hanging? George, nice to see you. Jimbo. Hey, what's up, little guy? Frank, working hard or hardly working? Well, I apologize for not filming as much today as I did yesterday, but we were hauling ass today. We went from Massey Gap to Dickey Gap Trailhead, which is a 16.5 day, and we were beat. It was hot, a lot of up, not like serious up, but more up than we wanted for that amount of mileage. I think Stick's mad at me. But yeah, our camping situation wasn't great when we got here, so I had to go down a side trail onto Dickey Gap a little bit, Dickey Gap Trail, to find a place to camp. And Stick, I think, stayed up by the AT because he's in his hammock. So we'll meet up in the morning. That's all for tonight. Day 70. And we had some rain last night. Not a lot, or actually early this morning. We are about to head out. I think we got, yeah, we did 16.5 yesterday. A little rough. Wasn't definitely wasn't all downhill. And we're about to do, I have it planned for like, I think 13, 14. We'll see how we feel. See if we're still sore from yesterday. All right, stay tuned. Stick, what happened this morning at 5:30 at your campsite?
Nature was fleeting, apparently.
Stick was woken up this morning. It was like 5:30 in the morning. And there were some other people at the campsite where Stick was, like, because Stick stayed there to hammock. There was no room for me, so I went down a little bit further.
All I hear is, Jessica, are you awake?
So, me and Stick, or Stick and I, let me fix myself. We are at the Mount Rogers National Recreation Center. We just did 15.5 because, unbeknownst to us, or at least me, when we had lunch today, we ran into a gentleman who said, if you make it to the next shelter, it's close enough to a local pizza restaurant that they'll deliver to the shelter. Now, they don't really deliver right to the shelter. About like 500 feet from the shelter is a parking lot for the National Recreation Center, and they'll deliver there. So we are about to eat like kings. We got 2 large pizzas, 2 salads, 2 liters of soda. Yeah, it's on. And I'm never gonna eat any food out of my food bag apparently, because I starved myself yesterday, and then when I found out about the pizza, I starved myself today. So I basically don't need a resupply, a lot longer than I planned. This is gonna be epic. This is the shelter. 2 floors, amazing. It's got a shower in it, no hot water, and a sink on the back. Pretty sweet area. We just had our pizza. We also got 2 salads. They were not the greatest salad I've ever had. Beggars can't be choosers. Well, I was eating mine with a spoon too, so that made it a little bit more challenging. And they forgot our soda, so we're waiting for them to come back. The soda felt really good right now. Well, we had to ditch our leftover pizza from last night. We had put it in a bag, in a food bag, it was like a shopping bag, and then put it in a food bag, and then put it in the bear box. But there's something to eating cheese that's been left out all night. Now, like at home, if you like left the pizza on like the stove or something and it's just sitting there in the box, it kind of dries out a little bit and it's like kind of tolerable. But because we put it in the bag, that shit was moist and the cheese looked funky, and like I was like, oh, I'm not doing that to myself. So we did not eat our leftovers, unfortunately. We just had to throw them out. But we're back on trail. Car coming. We finally have some service. Maybe I'll try to get up a video. Just passing through. Side quest. We're going to see a museum. I'm not exactly sure what it is. It might be the schoolhouse. I'm not sure. Let's check it out. Wait, is that the noise from the lines? And we're gonna check out this old schoolhouse too.
If you do one thing that I find weird, which is, you know, like your middle name, see, you're doing it right now. Can you just act like a human boy for 1 minute here? Look at me like a person. You can't do it for more than a few seconds. Look at me like a human boy. What'd you say?
Rain's right now.
Trade!
Train is coming.
Hey, at least now we know when the next train was due.
Well, there's a storm brewing, so it's time to get some Mexican food and hit the relaxing. Well, we made it out of the rain just in time. We even had to bring our packs inside to the Mexican restaurant because they were getting soaked outside. Yep, time for a shower and a relaxing beer. It is Modelo time. And yeah, we got to figure out if there's laundry. I didn't check that yet. So pretty nice place otherwise. They're relaxing right when you come out of the trail. I'll let you know what we do. Well, there was laundry, so we'll get that knocked out and we'll start back out tomorrow fresh again. Awesome. Anyway, that's it for today. I think we're gonna miss some rain. This was a good choice. Also, I am still fundraising for the Black River American Legion, so if you feel obliged, just go to PayPal and enter the address that's in the picture at the end of this video. Anything would be greatly appreciated. Thank you. So, I forget what the name of the town is. I always forget everything when I go to videotape. I think it's Atkins, Virginia, or something with an A. But we're always late to start, and it's already 10 o'clock. And we went to both gas stations and nobody had breakfast sandwiches. I don't even think they have them if we were earlier. It's not like we missed them. Like, they just don't have, like, I'm surprised. Like, people stopping at these gas stations don't get breakfast hungry, I guess. However, the place we originally were trying to go to is this Sweetwater venue. It's like a barbecue place. That's where I was thinking we were gonna go get dinner last night. But turns out it's only open on the weekends. So we had that wonderful Mexican, and it wasn't a big disappointment, but we just checked the hours and they open at 11 and it's like 10:10 right now, maybe 10:15. So we think we're gonna wait around and have some lunch before we head out. Also, for those of you who don't know where I'm from a town, Black River, New York, right outside Fort Drum and Watertown, New York. And the reason why the sign for Route 11 and 81 is so funny to me is because they go right through there. And I didn't know they come down this far south. I'm sure they go further, but you know, it was just crazy to walk into it. Like I was basically home. If I started hitchhiking, I probably could have made it. But I think we're gonna get some lunch. That's why we're here. We got a couple minutes to wait and then we'll head out. Hopefully we don't get rained on while we're waiting. It's beautiful right now, but I know it's coming today and worse tomorrow and the day after. So anyway, stay tuned. Oh, and it's moving fast too. That's horrifying how fast it's moving. Yeah. Got another special landmark coming. Hope you're ready. I don't know if I am. So for those of you who are looking for the Quarterway Georgia Domain sign, it's not at either of the locations on Far Out that it says it's quarter of the way. It's like in the middle between both of them. Far Out says it's at a campsite, or somebody in the comments says it's at a campsite before here. And then at Crawfish Campsite it says, which is 3.5 miles from there, says it's there. It's not, we walked like another like maybe 0.5 and found it. But man, that was kind of a buzzkill for a second. But we found it. We made it. We are a quarter of the way to Maine. We are sucking today. That late leaving, I don't think we even got on the road until probably like 12 or 12:30. Had that great Mexican food again for lunch, but I don't know, I think we ate too much before we left. I think the incoming rain is messing with my joint. Everything hurts. Kind of a cruddy day. And we hit the quarter way mark, but that was about the highlight. The rest of the day's just been hard work and sweat. And we still got a long ways to go, so we gotta keep moving. Feel like we're in some backwoods now. I ain't got no moonshine, I ain't got no wife. Oh Lordy, help me forget my life. Since I was a young boy, so far from home. Lord, don't let me go on my own. Hi, how are you today? Hello, Norman.
Hello.
Hiker Hostel. Stick is en route. Day 73. And we're taking a 0. We thought we were going to slack pack today. But with the rain coming and how bad my feet hurt right now, and Stick was kind of feeling like a rest day too. So we're zeroing here at the Bear Garden Hiker Hostel. Great place. Come on, swing by. Yeah, like just gonna try to rest up today. Try to heal up for a day. So sometimes, like, this is an endurance challenge for sure. Like, you know, you're doing, you know, in the teens miles every day. You don't really get a chance to like heal up or rest anything too long. And sometimes after a couple days it starts to flare up or, I don't know, act up. So anyway, yeah, I don't know how much filming is going to go on today. There's going to be a lot of lounging. Just took a shower. Gonna do some laundry and just kind of chill out, enjoy the day, and wait for the rain. We made the right decision. Rainy days call for a game of Monopoly. It's about to go down. All right. Well, Stick just kicked my ass at Monopoly, but that table just kicked Stick's ass. So while we were playing Monopoly, a couple hikers walked in. It's gonna be pretty funny. If they ever see this video. But their names were, it was two girls named Tallboy and Cosmo. And they asked our names, and when they heard my name, they laughed really hard, and more than usual. So I was wondering, and they're like, oh, can we get a picture with you? And I'm like, oh God, why? What's going on? Well, it turns out there's a guy that they're hiking with who is technically pink blazing me. But it's because they think Big Sexy writing in all the journals is a female. So sorry to ruin your day. I am not, in fact, a female. And you are pink blazing a 6-foot-tall man. I forget what your name was though. So hopefully one day you see this video and you're like, oh. What up, gang?
You gotta stop.
It's been a minute. It's been a minute. I haven't done it in a while. But so we're staying at the Bear Garden Hiker Hostel, and it's been amazing. We zeroed today because it was raining all day, because we didn't want to do the 26-mile slack pack option that they had when we got here last night. We didn't want to commit to it with the rain and stuff, but the problem is the rain is continuing into tomorrow, and we really don't want to zero again, and we really don't want to hike straight up a mountain in the rain with full packs and get all our gear wet. So we are toying with the idea of doing the 26-mile slack pack tomorrow, and at the end of it, we hike back to the Bear Garden Hiker Hostel, and they are going to make us an amazing chocolate cake that they've described in depth. and we are still unsure of whether we want to do it. Like, the longest we've ever done with pack is 18 miles. It was downhill, like it wasn't that serious, but we don't want to lose another day to no miles, and we want to get going. So I'm really putting the pressure on Stick to come up with a whether we should do it or not. So Stick has decided to make a poll, and we're consulting the Oracle, and and our lives are in the hands of others at the moment. So we'll let you know how it goes.
Yes or no question, and then shake or tap the ball for a response. Should I... Wait, does it know I'm talking? Okay. Should we do a 26.8 mile day tomorrow? Signs point to yes. Will we live? Ask again later.
Hello there. What's up there, big sexy?
How you doing? I have some good news for us. I don't know if you're going to enjoy it, but we've all decided that we would like to do the 26-mile slack pack tomorrow.
Well, that sounds great. Okay, I'll pick you up at 6:30. I'll be down there at my truck, okay?
Okay, we'll be ready.
All right, we'll have plenty of time. I can't wait for you.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. Let me know.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Well, as you just witnessed, that was the result of us consulting the oracles and also a magic 8-ball. And we've decided to do the 26-mile slack pack, mostly for the cake. Anyway, we're leaving 6:30 in the morning to go do this marathon slack pack in the rain for cake. Sounds like a great idea. I'm excited. Yeah, so my video, I might end up, we'll have to see how long this video is. Maybe I'll end up combining the 2 days, because I might not have a lot of time to videotape tomorrow. It might be all seriousness, get the hell back to the hostel. But we're also just recently joined by Starman and Fun Fact, who also are going to do, they were more into it than we were, but they re-sparked our curiosity that we should do it, and we're all going to do it together. So yeah, it should be a fun day. All right, we just got dropped off. Everyone left me because I wanted to have one last cigarette before the marathon. All right, only an hour or so in, and we've already run into 3 different people who told me somebody's looking for me because they don't believe that I'm a man from what they've read in the journal entries. So I will eventually meet this person. I heard their name. I finally found out what their name is, and it's Burger. What? Hamburger? Yeah, Burger Man. Anyway. Yeah, we ran into, ow, that hurt. Ran into Hammerhead, Mosey, and Steady so far, telling me somebody's looking for you. I'm like, man, are they going to be disappointed? All right, now we just crossed paths with Sour Patch. He told me the same thing. Still looking for me.
Well, I'm getting my cake.
I think we have trail magic.
That's a bad joke.
Well, I'm just about halfway done, and it's noon. I am fucking rocking this. I just hit 13 miles at noon, but I gotta get to 13.4 to be exactly halfway. So I probably got about 0.3 to go. Pretty awesome. Feels great. I'm seeing a lot of people that thought about doing it and didn't. It's kind of cool. That was a climb. We are at Chestnut Ridge Shelter, I believe. I gotta see it when I get over. What a nice spot. This place is awesome! God dang it! Oh, I wish I was staying here. That's the one downside of slack packing. This would have been a great stopping point. We already did like 15 miles, 14 miles. Oh man, I gotta sign the book. Oh, we're already 15.3 complete. Actually, probably 15.4 now. Got 11.4 to go, or 11.5. Just left Chestnut Bridge shelter. What a great shelter. I would have loved to stay there. So much room for activities. Well, that tree is certainly crossable if you don't feel like taking your shoes off. I just did it. And now Stick is deciding whether to ford the river or the creek or do the tree walk. There's dog tag over there, he just got through it. Well, Stick decided to walk straight through it, and I'm a dumbass and didn't film it. But we're still waiting on Fun Fact and Sarman. See what they're gonna do. I'm having a cigarette. We are at 21.1 miles. So we have, how much more to go? About at 26.8 minus
5.7.
We have 5.7 to go, and then we'll be done. It's probably around 4 o'clock, 4:30.
I get there around 7.
I don't know, yeah, we'll see. Update. It is 24, well it is 5:42, excuse me, and I'm at 24.8. I think I got 2.1 to go. I am done with this uphill. And I am almost done with 26.8 miles. I get me some chocolate cake. 1 mile left. Oh my God, I'm tired. Right now I'm in the front. They're not far behind me. Yep. Oh boy. 1 mile. Actually, probably 0.9. 0.9 to go. Big Sexy is complete. 26.8 miles. 6,000 feet up. 6,000 feet down. Well, elevation gain and elevation loss. Ooh, what a great day. Now for some cake. Yes, Bob, Big Sexy is back. Right this second, yes, but everyone should be trickling in. Fine. Fun. Yeah, it didn't rain, like it drizzled a little bit. Okay, just wanted to let you know that we were on our way. Okay, bye. Stick just completed his first 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26.8 mile days. Congratulations, guys.
Everybody. There's 4 on the deck. I don't know if it's the same 4 you dropped off.
Day 75. This is what it looks like after a 26-mile cakewalk. Yeah, I don't know how far we're gonna make it today. We'll see. Everyone's exploding their bags and repacking food and taking inventory. Back on trail. And my feet are screaming. I think we only went 2 miles so far. And we're coming up to a town of Bland, Virginia. And they have a Subway. I don't like Subway, but I feel like I haven't had a sandwich in God knows when. I think Subway's calling her name. Well, what a day. We did about 7 miles on trail. Got to the Brushy Mountain Outpost just in time for lunch. Had a burger. And then I had to tell Stick that I couldn't walk anymore today. That marathon, my feet and my shins hurt so bad, I couldn't do another couple miles or anything on trail. I was hurting too bad. And I needed to resupply, and I wanted to go to a post office. So, instead of making it to Parisburg, where everybody goes, we got off at Bland. And it's Cinco de Mayo. So it's time for some Modelo's, or Modelo time. We actually went to Subway, which, you know, not a big fan. And I forgot my sunglasses there. And then I had to call the place, and there's just 2 old ladies, and I described where I left them, and they said, nope, they're not here. I walked back down there and got my sunglasses back. They were right where I said they were. Yeah, so we're gonna stay here tonight at Morgan Walker, or Big Walker Motel, I think. I'm going to self-medicate my feet and my shins with some Modelo and some Advil and relax and try to rest them a little bit better than I did last night. We'll be back on trail tomorrow, but I think we're going to start at the post office because I want to drop some gear. I want to drop some weight. I want a slack pack every day. That would be awesome. So if I have to like not cook anymore and send home my stove and my gas and get rid of my bear can, finally, maybe air mattress, some wet weather, some clothes. I don't know. It'd be awesome if I could drop 10 pounds tomorrow. We'll see what happens. I don't know if I'm going to film much more today. Kind of just enjoying, believe it or not, I'm by an interstate, but the view's still nice. Just watching cars go by and trucks go by and the mountains in the background. People watch the lot lizards of the Circle K. Yeah, this is a nice spot. Spend some time, drink some beers. Anyway, that's where I'm at. And we're around, so if we went 7 miles, we're probably around 592, 593, which means tomorrow we'll hit the 600. And the 600s are going to be a little boring, I think. We're really looking forward to 700s because that's the Triple Crown. And I'll start seeing things that are familiar because I've done McAfee in a section hike, and then I did a lot above McAfee, like before Shenandoah, like Rockfish Gap area, Three Ridges, Priest Wilderness, yeah, that area. So we're getting close to stuff I'll probably remember. That'll be cool. But we still got 100 miles before all that. Anyway, cheers.
And I don't need any of this. I don't need this stuff. And I don't need you. I don't need anything. Except this. This ashtray. And that's the only thing I need is this. I don't need this or this. This ashtray. And this paddle game. The ashtray and the paddle game, that's all I need. And this remote control. The ashtray, the paddle game, and the remote control, that's all I need. And these matches. The ashtray, and these matches, and the remote control, and the paddle ball. And this lamp. The ashtray, this paddle game, and the remote control, and the lamp, and that's all I need. And that's all I need too. I don't need one other thing. Not one. I need this.
Also, the weather is not looking good, so we may have made the right choice again, avoiding some thunderstorms and rain. But the rest of the week looks good, so we'll see how tonight goes. We just got back on trail. I was able to dump a bunch of stuff at the Bland post office. And then we went to the grocery store and did a crappy resupply, honestly. Should have went to Dollar General. For me anyway, now that I'm not cooking. I wanted more protein bars. There wasn't a big selection. So, that's that. And the weather is not looking as good as it did yesterday, so we shall see what we see today. So we're at Jenny Knob Shelter, and we're still reeling from our 26.8. I was feeling it real bad yesterday, but I think Stick is feeling it today. So we did like 11 miles today, across the 600 mile mark, from Brushy Mountain Outpost to Jenny Knob Shelter. And we got here early, and we didn't want to move anymore. So we're hanging out, and tomorrow we're gonna push a 17-mile day to Woods Hole. Yeah, kind of weird. We've been doing some hostel jumping, or I feel like we haven't been out in the woods for a long period of time in a while, and we wanted to change it going in now after a little resupply and plan, but we didn't do a great resupply. I was able to get off, like I sent home a lot of stuff this morning. I got rid of my air mattress, the inflator for my air mattress. I got rid of my bear canister. Got rid of my gas. I kept my stove just in case I changed my mind. But got rid of a pair of pants. Got rid of my frog top. Kept my poncho. So yeah, got rid of a bunch of stuff. And we did a resupply that was like couldn't find anything that we wanted, because we went to the actual grocery store instead of Dollar General. We probably would have been better off in Dollar General. And now we wanted to like kind of try to push for like a 5-day or something, 5 or 6 days in the woods. But yeah, tomorrow we'll hit Woods Hole Hostel, and it's kind of on the list of great places to check out while you're on the trail. So we got one more night in a hostel tomorrow, maybe dinner, and then afterwards I think that's where we're gonna push for like a 5-day or so, right through Harrisburg. and try to get our way to the Triple Crown. We're pretty close, you know, like we're at like 610 right now, I think, around there. We're like 609. I gotta look at my map. But yeah, we got almost less than 100 miles till we hit like Dragon's Tooth, which is the start of it. So pretty exciting. Although we are sore. I have my feet are crap to begin with. They've been bothering me for a while. They're not any worse. They're just tender and sore. But I did get like my right shin kind of feels like shin splint right now. So I got to baby that a little bit, but a little bit easier now that my pack's lighter. Of course, I can't weigh it yet. So hopefully Woods Hole still has a scale so I can see what my pack weight is and see if it's finally under 47 pounds. But yeah, Stick said to me, like, I'm done today. I'm like, okay, all right. And then we're gonna push a little harder tomorrow to try to get to Woods Hole Hospital. So that's it. When we got into camp, we ran into Fun Fact and Starman. They were taking a break. They pushed on, but right after that, like, I set up my tent. Stick set up his hammock, and like I think we both took a nap for a long time. Now woke up by all the people that are hitting the shelter now. It's like 5 o'clock now, and everyone's hiked a long day and roaming in and seeing us already set up, crashed out. That's pretty funny. But actually, because of our kind of like 2 Neros in a row, we may have kind of fell behind anything we gained from doing that cake marathon. We might actually see Dr. Quinn and Optimus tonight. I have a feeling they might roll into this camp. So, because we're seeing some of the same people we saw around them when we did the marathon. So maybe we'll be reunited with the old family again for the night. We'll see. But that's pretty much it for today. Yeah, not a very exciting hike today besides the 600 mile marker, like, and that's even like, 600 is kind of like at this point, like after hitting 500, and now the next one is like 1,000, so like 600, 700, 800, 900. Well, I guess when they start getting higher, it'll be even cooler, but I don't know. I felt like we just hit 500, so 600 was like but still an accomplishment. And yeah, all right, well, that's it for today. I don't have a lot of video, and I wasn't feeling it, and really wasn't much to see. Just a woods walk. All right, see you later. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. I know I said this morning I got some haters on Rim Dino's post, but I also have like people keep unsubscribing or something, and something's weird. I get up a couple and then a couple down. So either they hate my guts or somebody's doing some weird stuff like subscribing and then unsubscribing. But if you would like and subscribe, and I'm also still raising money for the Black River American Legion, and if you are capable and have the means to make a donation, that would be great. At the end of this video is the link for PayPal. Appreciate it. Thank you. Good night. Day 77. Just leaving Denny Knob Shelter. Oh, what a... I hope this isn't going to be one of those days. But we got there yesterday. Turns out there's this dude zeroing there with his foot hurt. I mean, I guess that's the norm. We're there. We decided to Nero there because our feet hurt. But turns out the guy is a guy I met when I was on the cake marathon. And the first 3 seconds of meeting him, he went on this big spiel about not being able to sleep at the last hostel he was at because of somebody snoring, and he's sick of paying money and not being able to sleep. And that one time somebody was snoring in a shelter, so he kicked him to wake him up, because if he's got to be awake, I'm going to be awake. And that why do these people even bother coming out here if they haven't learned how to breathe yet? I don't know. I did not like in 3 seconds I was like, I hate this guy. Like, his name's like Furby or something, or like Figuerosa, something with an F. But like, I had to leave Chestnut Shelter just because he was standing around and he was annoying the shit out of me. And I didn't say anything that time, because, you know, I try not to have confrontations on the trail. I was like, man, if you would have kicked me in shelter because I was snoring, which I don't even snore that much, but if you would have kicked me while I was snoring, I probably would have kicked you back right in the fucking teeth. So, I don't like this guy. Anyway, that's the guy who ends up zeroing at the shelter we were at last night. So I stayed in my tent. I just tried to avoid him. He's like chatting it up with all these other people. Plus, there's a lot of people there who, like, I swear, if they ain't talking, they ain't breathing. Just non-stop talking. Anyway, he starts going on about the snoring thing again. I've heard this story before. So I got a little excited. I'm like, oh, now's my chance. I get to say something. Except what I didn't take into account is that none of the other people at the shelter have heard this story before. When I shout, like when he says, you know, these people out here, they're so inconsiderate with their snoring, blah, blah, blah. I don't know why they bother, like, sleeping in shelters or whatever. And I'm just like, I guess everybody who snores should go kill themselves, huh? Dead silence. Because nobody else knows what I'm talking about, knows that he's, like, going around kicking people in their sleep. So now I'm the asshole. I'm the one who's looking like a weirdo. I'm like, oh, great. I should have thought about that one a little better. So, yeah, there's a whole group of people who think I'm a nut job or some cranky old bastard, which I am, but I usually conceal it a little bit better than I did this morning. So, there's a fun story. My first outburst, finally telling people how I feel. I guess maybe because I'm sore and didn't really like where I was, and had to listen to meaningless chit chat for so long that I kind of snapped when he started going into his anti-snore campaign again. And like, you know, like, I get it, but like, you have to deal, we're living in communities here, like out here in the wilderness, and like normal bodily functions like farting, sneezing, coughing, snoring, why don't you learn how to sleep better? Because people can't control that stuff. And, you know, there's other things that you can do to be considerate that people do, like, you know, not talking like all through the night, or, you know, some of your exploding your bag in other people's areas and stuff. But I don't know, I just kept like thinking, like, I had some friends out here who snore, and I just imagined like watching that guy kick one of my friends for snoring. It would not have been good. So I don't know, it got under my skin so much that I had to say something, and all I did was make myself look like a jerk. Oh well, now I look unstable. What's up? Well, if you don't care, I will. All right. It's a lot more wobbly than I thought it was going to be. So Stick and I jumped off trail. We made a decision to, again, no, but we made a decision to go over to Trent's Grocery. We're in there and they had some food. A great place to resupply too if you want to. It's only like 0.5 from the trail. And we went in there and I'm looking at what I want to eat, and all of a sudden, gentleman behind the counter is like, "You kind of look like Big Sexy." I'm like, what? Well, I got to meet a fan who's following the YouTube channel. He works here. His name's Randy, and the owner, Jimmy, I believe. We had a great lunch, and we're about to head on. And I coined a new phrase. Sometimes when the route is nicer the way you're going than on the trail, I'm going to call it, it's like a blue blaze, but it's a gray blaze because I'm going to stay on the concrete for the next couple miles. But we're going to go over to the falls and go this way instead of going backward. So that's the plan. Stay tuned. Ooh, ah. I made it. A little late for dinner, but I'm here. Stick, I finally got a hold of Stick, and Stick is trailing quite a bit behind. So I don't know what time he's going to get here. Day 78, 0 at Woods Hole Hostel. This place is fantastic. Definitely a stop. I'm trying to be quiet. It's early.
That's probably the funniest line. I'm partially shallow, as you can see. My favorite.
Day 79. Still at Woods Hole Hostel. There I am looking away, trying to find the answer again. Yeah, so we zeroed yesterday. It wasn't originally the plan. We planned on doing a slack pack, but then it just didn't make sense to slack pack back to here. So we just decided to zero. Great place to zero, honestly. This is probably, I now understand why so many people talk about Woods Hole Hostel. It is like the epitome of what you think of when you think of the Appalachian Trail and hostels. Like, it is incredible. Like a little mini farm going on. farm fresh food. This house was built in like, I think they said 1880s, and then the bunkhouse has wood that was built from 1840s. Everything is really nice here, like really done well, and it's been in the family for a long time, since the 80s, I think. Or that's when it opened as a hostel. It'd been in the family longer than that. That's the story at least what I understood from what I heard. It's morning right now, and we're leaving today. I didn't get to film as much as I wanted to during the zero because I was trying to upload the last 2 days, and when I'm uploading I usually set my phone down and just let it go, and it took forever. So that's one thing. The Wi-Fi is a little rough. So if you're trying to get your caught up on your videos or something, it might not be the right place for that. But once I started, I didn't want to stop. So it was like at 60% all day yesterday, and I was just like sitting there waiting for it to finish. So I didn't carry my phone around and film a lot during the zero. So I'll try to film a little bit this morning so everybody gets the lay of the land in this video. But we are heading out today, and we got an 11-mile day into town. I have to do a better resupply. I didn't do a great one in Bland. I think I explained that in the last video. And there's a Chinese buffet. You know what that means. We're probably going to stay in town tonight. And then hopefully get ourselves prepared to do a 5 or 6 dayer. And then hopefully that would put us towards the 700 mark, because right now we're at 625. So if we could do a good push on a 5 or 6 day in the woods, we'd probably be around 700. That's what I want to do, but not until after tonight. After Chinese buffet and resupply. So that's what's going on. Yeah, stay tuned. And we're out, leaving Woods Hole Hostel. So, during our hike today, we ran back into Princess Peach, and she's staying at Angel Rest as well, where we're staying tonight. And we found out that there's a 20.7 mile slack pack back into Pearisburg. So we decided to join in on that. So when we get to town today, we got to resupply, and we have to go whoa, my God. I almost just fell while I'm filming. It was awesome. But yeah, so we're gonna go into town, we're gonna resupply, and we're gonna go to the Chinese buffet. We're gonna stay at Angel Rest tonight, and then we'll get shuttled out north 20.7, and we'll walk back to Angel Rest and stay another night. That's the plan anyway. I love how these plans change. I'm like, we were gonna just fly through this town, and now we're not, but that's how it goes. And now I really get it. All the people that told me, it says, if you make plans, just throw them out. I get it. It's true. Don't make plans, just play it by ear. But it's nice up here. Oh yeah, and there's a building on fire down there. Princess Peach watched it explode. We haven't heard sirens though. So we don't know what's going on. If it was like on purpose, like some fireman training or something. We'll see when we get closer to it.
The same concern.
Come pick me up.
A piece. A piece.
A piece.
Oh, you need some knee pads.
O's about to rock. Salute you.
I know, I'm like, I'm gonna let Big Sexy do it first and see if he gets hurt. You look really cool. I'm just saying.
All right. How do you other one.
You just run and jump.
Nope.
This is so 2025.
You ever see Cliffhanger?
Oh my god. Okay.
No, but I put my hand in the crack and there was like a spider web.
Oh, nice.
Like,
Nice. Gross.
Jesus! There's a step there. Well, we accomplished everything we said we were going to do today. We did an 11.7 to whatever the name of this town is. What is it called? Pearisburg. And I'm terrible with names. And then we did Chinese buffet, which we were very excited about. It was great. And then we went and did a resupply, and now we're finishing the night at Angel Rest Hostel. And tomorrow we have a 20-mile slack pack, and then another night here, and then we'll leave in the morning, 20 miles ahead. So that's the plan, but for now, it's Modelo time. See you later. Like and day 80, 20.7 mile slack pack back into Pearisburg. Let's see how it goes. Time for a drink. Well, Stick and I, update, have put, well, in Princess Peach, we have just done, well, update, Stick and I in Princess Peach, we just knocked out another 20 miles, and we still got 0.7 to go, but we're almost back. And you know what? We heard that there's a China buffet in town, so we're gonna have to hit that up. And we're lost.
No, we have to cross the road.
Okay. All right, 20.7, finito. We are moving up the trail.
This is Reset and Angel's Rest. Hi, everybody.
So we're sitting here at the end of our day, and we are trying to figure out what tomorrow looks like. So today's Sobo slack pack was from 657.3 back to here. So tomorrow morning we start at 657.3, which is Peters Mountain trailhead or something. And we are probably gonna do about 10 or so miles tomorrow. I don't know. We're not really feeling a large hike tomorrow after doing 20.7 today. And we also want to try to stay near a shelter because I think tomorrow night is some bad rain into Monday. So we want to see how that looks. So that's where we're at. And hope you enjoyed the video. As always, 81. We are about to head out on a shuttle back to where we got dropped off yesterday. I think it was 657.3 Peters Mountain trailhead, and we're headed north again. I think we're only going to do about a 12-mile day today after doing the 20.7 yesterday. And we got rain tonight into Monday, so we're going to be looking to try to stay at a shelter. Hopefully it's not too busy. That being said, I don't know what goes through people's heads when staying in a communal sleeping space. Last night, this dude did it the night before too, but last night I caught it on tape. It's ridiculous. Like, you have all this time to take care of your stuff, and then you wait until after dark at 10 o'clock at night. 10 o'clock is the quiet hours, to start rustling through your bags, headlamp on, just for like an hour. And the night before he was up until like close to 2 o'clock in the morning. Luckily I slept through it, but it's like, come on guys, like, have some respect, have some decency. Crazy. We're taking a lunch break at Bailey's Gap Shelter. I think we got another 8 miles to go for today. Not much today. We're trying to get to Warspur Shelter. And then we're getting close. Getting close to 700. Getting close to the Triple Crown. Dragon's Tooth. McAfee Knob. Tinker Cliffs. I think we're gonna... What?
Want some Nutella?
No, definitely not. Not for me. No Nutella for me. I think we're gonna stop at Huckleberry Hostel between Dragon's Tooth and McAfee. I don't know if we're gonna go straight to there or look into an option for a slack somewhere in the next couple of days. We'll see. Kind of looking at it now. We got rain tomorrow, which is gonna dictate some of our plans. I'm at War Spur Shelter, waiting on Stick to get here. Stick decided to have a long lunch on top of the windy rocks. I went and headed to the shelter. I can't relax unless I'm done for the day. So that's where we're at. About 3 more days till 700 and Huckleberry Hostel. Yep, that's it. Day 82. I almost forgot to do my morning start video. Just left the shelter like a second ago. We got about 12.7 today. I forget the name of the shelter, but trying to get to the shelter before the rain that's planned for today. And Sarman and Troy, or Rail Stretcher, is his new trail name. And fun fact, caught up to us last night, stayed at the shelter with us. Yeah, so it was supposed to rain this morning. It didn't, but I don't think we're gonna be as lucky for tonight. So I want to try to get to this next shelter as quickly as possible. Hopefully before the real rain comes. We shall see.
One day, it started raining, and it didn't quit for 4 months. We've been through every kind of rain there is. Little bit of stinging rain, and big old fat rain. Rain that flew in sideways, and sometimes rain even seemed to come straight up from underneath. Shoot, it even rained at night.
I don't know what is it about naming places Kelly's Knob or Kelly Knob, but it's no bueno. Both experiences equally miserable. Well, no view today. The weather's crappy, and we're not so sure the weather's going to be good for when we were supposed to be hitting the Triple Crown. So we are in a pickle.
You look.
This is so dumb. This doesn't help me.
I knew that this was gonna be like, you're gonna be like, what the fuck?
So, I think we had enough rain. I know we've been platinum blazing for a while, but dry, warm, Modelo's, shower, roof. Sounds really nice right now. I think we're gonna get off at the next road. So, when you're on the Appalachian Trail and it starts raining and you step in mud puddles and your socks are all wet.
You go into town.
You go into town and you get some drinks and you get some food and you get dry.
Yep.
Day 83, 0 in Blacksburg, Virginia. Thank God. Well, so as planned, we zeroed here in Blacksburg. Not the most ideal place for a hiker to get off trail. It's kind of a pricey shuttle drive. And then the hotel we're staying at doesn't have laundry. The hotel's okay. I mean, a little pricey for what you get, but it's a college town. But we just wanted a place to just kind of like call our own for while we hunkered down for the rainstorm that's been on and off all day today. Way worse last night. Thought it was gonna be real bad today. It doesn't seem as bad. Stick got Uber Eats Chipotle today. That was pretty, like, we got burritos. That was pretty cool. And then we went out and did a resupply at the Dollar Tree. She went to the grocery store. There was like nothing in there, but I didn't want to make 2 stops. And we really only need to get 2 days worth of simple food because we're gonna stop short of Dragon's Tooth at the hostel, hopefully. Yeah, that's the plan. But yeah, 0 day in Blacksburg. Not much to write home about, except it's Modelo time. And we're not in the rain. We're not in the thunder and lightning. Optimus and Dr. Quinn, I think, are catching up. And Dog Tag, I assume. Yeah, but like, I think I mentioned it in yesterday's video. The problem is the weather is like really crappy, like either cloudy or rainy or cloudy. A little bit of sun all the way up until like Monday, I think we were looking at. So we're trying to slow real down before we hit the Triple Crown. And then on top of that, after we finish the Triple Crown, or we got to figure some stuff out because I believe Top Secret is coming for one more visit before we get too far away. So we might actually have to jump ahead to Daleville, and then we might do the Triple Crown with Top Secret. We're not sure yet. Not sure what the plans are. So we're working on that. But yeah, we're only 2 days out from the hostel. So we're gonna go back on trail tomorrow morning. Hopefully it's better weather than it has been, just to get us through. But I mean, it doesn't have to be great because we got like 1 night out and 2 days of hiking. And then we're at the hostel. And we can do laundry there and chill out. Actually, that reminds me, I have to probably make some arrangements. But I have some great news from the home instead, I guess. My daughter, Madison, just got her certificate of bilinguacy awarded to her from the Board of Education yesterday evening at 6 p.m. And she got the news that she was taken off the wait list for University of Rochester. So she's going to get to go to the University of Rochester like she wanted to. She originally got waitlisted, so it wasn't looking good. But she is now going to the University of Rochester, and I get to navigate the VA and Mill Connect GI Bill nightmare that comes along with transferring to your dependent. Figure out how to do that. But it looks like she's going to get, she already got like a $10,000 a year scholarship for Rochester throughout her time in school. So she's got that, and then she's got my GI Bill, and then also some VA benefits, I believe, as well on top of the GI Bill. So looks like she's going to be able to get her schooling for free, and then she gets like $1,900 a month to live too, so not bad. And we just got to work on getting her 18. Well, she turns 18 in June, on June 9th, and she still hasn't gotten her license. She still got her permit, so we got to make sure that happens this summer. Unfortunately, I won't be around, but she'll get some practice with Mom. Anyway, that's it. Filming on Zero's Day when you're not doing very much interesting stuff is kind of a bummer. So I'll probably combine today. I don't like skipping 0 days on my filming because at the end of this I can easily say how many days it took me from start to finish. If I wouldn't count the 0 days, then I would have probably been lost already. I took a lot of zeros too. I'm already probably well into 15 zeros since I started, which is one of the reasons why people get so bad shape about how long I've been on trail. I'm like, yeah, well, this wasn't a race for me. I just retired from the Army. Besides making it to Katahdin by October, I don't really have a timeline or a rush. I don't have to go back to school or go back to work or anything like that at the moment. Like I have the only timeline is Katahdin and a brief visit back home for Madison's graduation and my 20-year wedding anniversary, which is coming up. Like I said, I'm going to be getting off trail around the 26th of June for about a week. So that'll eat up a bunch of zeros too. So I won't be taking much zeros once I get past New Jersey, I don't think. I think it'll be all Neros, and I won't be getting off trail for much. I'll be trying to just finish it up before they close Katahdin. So, yep, that's it. Update from Blacksburg, 0. Weather 0. And we'll be back on trail tomorrow. So, there's a break in the weather. It's looking a little better. I'm gonna make a walk to Cookout because I haven't had Cookout since I was living in North Carolina. Been a long time. I'm excited. And this one has its, you can dine in. Usually they're drive-thrus. But I heard their menus changed over the last like 10 or so years. So I don't even know if I'll be able to get like, I used to get like a foot-long hot dog and the cheddar onion burger they had. I wonder if they still have that stuff. But they have milkshakes, so I'm excited about the milkshakes. Well, I just got back from my trip to Cookout here in Blacksburg, Virginia. And I think the last time I had Cookout was probably around 2000. Actually, I probably had it in 2017 or 18 when I was in and around Fayetteville, North Carolina. I don't know if I went there that often when I was there. But when I used to go a lot was when I was stationed at Fort Bragg in 2011, 12, 13 era. And I think they've changed their menu quite a bit. I'm pretty sure I don't know if it's geographical or anything, but the cheddar burgers I don't think used to have bacon. Like the cheddar style burgers with the cheddar cheese and onions. Now they have bacon on it. Not really complaining, just saying it's a difference. And also, I used to love getting, they had like, when you got their hot dogs, you could get like foot-long hot dogs. And I guess the guy behind the counter was so surprised when I asked for a foot-long hot dog. He's like, I didn't think we ever had those. I'm like, you definitely did. I used to get them all the time. And their packaging's a little different too. They used to just put the hot dogs in like foil. Now they got little foam containers. And I don't know, maybe it's a difference between North Carolina and Virginia cookouts. Let me know in the comments, please. And you should bring back the foam. Well, we just got dropped back off at Route 42 where we got off the other day for the rain, and it's not the best looking out, and I feel a couple raindrops. We'll see how we do. But guess what we are going to see today, from what I understand. We're going to go to, is it the Kiefer Oak? The oldest oak tree, or oldest, biggest on the Appalachian Trail. So looking forward to seeing that. And I think that's it. There might be some other milestone on there or a viewpoint, but we shall see. Stay tuned. Bye. No way that pile of rocks is natural. Pretty creepy. I did hear that I think this section of the trail is haunted. Okay. I was just looking it up. Apparently, these are called cairns? I don't know how to say it exactly. I should look it up before I make a fool of myself. But apparently built by early farmers. They're pretty spooky looking though. I don't understand the purpose unless it was property lines or something. Well, we didn't escape the rain today, that's for sure. Hopefully it dies off. Well, I made it to the Eastern Continental Divide, which I'm still not entirely sure what that means, but one of the things they said was that all waters on the Appalachian Mountains above this point flow into the Atlantic, and then anything below this point flows into the Mississippi and down into the Gulf of Mexico. That's my understanding. But, hey, I made it. Well, it stopped raining. Excuse me. It's nice to see the sun again, old Bob. Yeah. Whoa. So today has been a kind of a catastrophe, or like, not really. Nobody's hurt. Nobody's sick. I don't know. I guess catastrophe would be overselling it. But, you know, we kind of, this is how planning around weather works. Apparently, or when I looked at the weather earlier today, it said the rain would stop around 2. We got out around 11, and it just rained all the way through. And then it said, well, it's going to rain till 5, and it did. But it said it was going to rain less than it did yesterday. Well, I think it rained more. It made for some water crossings to be a little tricky, and I didn't realize it said ledges, but I didn't know how bad of ledges they meant. And there's just these rock faces covered in moss in the rain, slippery as hell, kind of like this. Still doing them. Anyway, a little tricky. I bust my ass only once. I'm gonna do it probably on camera again now. But I'm almost to the shelter that we were originally planning on staying at. But I don't know, the weather is kind of turning up for tomorrow, like to be better. So part of us wants to push a little further today so that we can include the 700-mile mark and Dragon's Tooth in our hike tomorrow before we go to the hostel to wait for top secret and better weather for McAfee. So we're trying to figure that out. But man, like I said, we've changed our mind. We're not staying at the shelter. We're gonna push forward a little bit, I think. Whoa! All right. As I was saying, I don't know. I ran into some people today, and I try not to complain on here because I don't want it to be a complaining channel, but I got a rant. I got a little bit. I heard something today that just kind of threw me off. I'm like, what are you talking about? I hope they're section hikers. I hope they're not through hikers, because everything just seemed all wrong. Etiquette-wise, just weird. Anyway, I come up on the ledges and come up behind these two people. I didn't get their names yet, but there's a guy and an older lady, and the older lady was like, oh, am I going too slow? And I'm like, hey, we're on the ledges, we're on the cliffs. No sense in putting you in danger or me in danger on these slippery rocks. I'll wait till we get through this and I'll pass afterwards. She's like, okay. And what I didn't expect was after that, while going through this, instead of paying attention to what she's doing, she's talking about UPS delivery trucks, conveyor belt systems. Why is the white blaze so high on the tree? Look at that dandelion. Isn't that weird that there's a dandelion there? I'm like, Jesus, lady, like, just pay attention and keep moving. She ends up wiping out. I'll wait for her there. So I got hung up for a little while. She's okay. But even when we got past it, then she doesn't move over. And I'm stuck there. And I don't want to be impolite. I don't want to say nothing. So I had to wait for a good time to kind of like, okay, I'm going to go around now, kind of thing. But during that time, I don't know. This is going to cause a lot of belly aches or controversy or, I don't know, debate on the topic. But she said something to me that I really disagree with, and I wonder if I'm crazy or if I'm right. But in my opinion, well, let me just start out with what she said first and see if that gets a reaction, and then I'll tell you why I think it's ridiculous. She's like, oh, you can go by me, but I got dibs on a spot in the shelter because I don't carry a tent. And I was like, well, I'm not staying at that shelter. I've already made that call. But in my head, I didn't say anything. I was like, okay. And I just kept going because I don't like to create a confrontation or be rude or anything. But in my head, I was like, what are you talking about, lady? In my head, shelters are first come, first serve. And they have an occupancy. We can try to squeeze people in, but honestly, because you didn't prepare for camping, suddenly that puts somebody out of a spot that they got to first? I don't think so. Personally, I think the shelters are there for bad weather situations, but you can't count on them because they could be full. So to come out here unprepared without a tent and just expect that like you're gonna get the shelter every time, well, that's bold and a little like selfish, inconsiderate, I think. Like, you mean because I hike faster than you, but because you didn't bring a tent, I'm out in the rain? I don't know. That's just my thought. Like, personally, I usually look for a shelter if it's gonna rain all night or if it's really cold or something like that, instead of going out in my tent. Actually, the tent's warmer, but I don't know, rain, I guess, would be the big one. And you know, like, but I bring that tent in case I come to a shelter and it's full, and otherwise I would have gotten rid of it a long time ago. Anytime I couldn't cowboy camp or use the shelter, or I would just use the shelter in bad weather, and everybody have to move for me because I don't carry a tent. I don't know. Seems ridiculous to me. Tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know if that, maybe I have the etiquette wrong, but I don't know. Sounds crazy to me. Onward. Rant over. So, another update. No rant, I promise. No rant. I'm done ranting. Got to the shelter. The sun is out now, but we're actually only a mile from the road. And fun fact, and Sarman and Pooh Bear and Shorts are, I think, getting picked up and headed to Hemlock Hollow, which is where we're supposed to be tomorrow. So we said we'll just join in on that show and go there tonight as well. They're all full, but there's some tenting available. And we're gonna go, and then we can see about a large slack pack maybe over Dragon's Tooth tomorrow. We'll see. We shall see. That would be a long day. Well, it wouldn't be any longer than what we've done already on slack pack. So, but I haven't looked at the terrain yet. So stay tuned. Well, I just stumbled upon some trail magic run by Sir Stops a Lot. Hope you don't mind.
I don't mind.
And I ran into Shorts and Pooh Bear. Awesome. Well, end of day video. We are at Huckleberry's Hostel, which already seems like an awesome place. Pretty packed tonight because of the weather. So we decided to camp. And then right after we got our stuff set up, 2 bunks opened up. I guess people called out. But we ran into Quentin, or aka Speed Goat, aka now Kid. So that's pretty cool. And I didn't get a chance to film anything around yet, but we're gonna be here for a couple days, so I'll get it tomorrow. And Princess Peach was here, and a couple other people we've seen on the trail, a bunch of other people I haven't. But yeah, we were gonna camp out. There's, with all this rain, there was some problems with a water crossing. There's a bridge out, which everyone says, oh, no big deal, take the detour, you can just skip a couple rocks. But with all the rain, it's like racing right now, and we didn't even get to it yet because we got picked up at the parking lot. But as soon as we talked to the shuttle driver, he's like, oh no, it's like impassable right now. So we don't know what we're gonna do yet. We're gonna use tomorrow to figure out, like I said earlier in the video, we got a ton of things to work out. Kind of crazy. We're juggling weather, timelines, and some really epic parts of the trail, and not wanting to go through them in crappy weather. Plus a visit from Six Mom and everything. We're juggling all that right now, so we got to figure it out. We're a little bit further away than we wanted to be when we came to this hostel, so we got to go figure that out. Plus, I have the Audie Murphy monument that I got to go see, but it's like right after the water crossing, so we got to figure that out. That's it for tonight. Stay tuned for more wet weather.